Hello, 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 hello.
There we go. We are live.
It's good to be live. It's good to be live.
We are live. Let's get some people up in here and see how that's going. Yeah, right. Do. Get some people going on.
Come on in.
Yeah, I can for you.
So
Hey
what'd you do today?
Well, we drove. We had a delivery of tires in Lindsay, Oklahoma. Then we drove to Muskogee, Oklahoma, picked up a load of tile and brought it back to our yard. And we weren't planning to be home till Sunday, but they said go home today because we really ain't got much to keep you going. So,
Good.
but yeah,
It's always nice to get home early.
yeah. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing over there? We see y'all coming in here. Mike,
when do you take off again?
Jimmy? Say what?
When do you take off again?
A week from Sunday.
Oh shit, you're home for a week?
Yeah, because my wife's son's coming in with his girlfriend is coming into town Tuesday for my birthday.
Well, happy birthday, youngster.
Yeah. So
What number birthday is this?
This is going to be number 46.
46.
Number 46. Yeah.
Hey, you're catching me, man.
Well, I gotta. My wife's trying to catch me, but she can't. Always 6 months. Well, me and her are the same age for about 6 months, and then I'm older. So, but yeah. Mr. Robert Gray, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. He just showed up in the room.
Well, hello, Robert. Welcome.
Oh, my Faja, he decided to join tonight. That's cool. Hello. Lori Leach.
Did you say your father?
Yeah, my dad's in here, yep.
Right on. Welcome.
Yeah. Hello, Dawn. Oh, I think we have a stranger here. Everybody, it's the elusive Johnny D.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, man?
What's going on with you, Johnny D?
In the shop, getting the truck work done.
How much longer you got, do you think?
Well, they just replaced the airbag, but I got offered a free alignment, so I wasn't going to pass it up.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, getting the oil change. Their machine.
So you're almost on the road again? You're almost done?
I'm going to stay the night here. I can't unload in San Francisco till Monday morning.
Oh, yeah, might as well stay there.
Yeah. Now their machine was broken. They got it fixed, so they asked me if I want to be the guinea pig. I was like, sure. No problem.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Can't pass up anything free.
No. Free
it's free, it's for me.
Right? Well, Larry, easy on the free stuff. We all know who we're talking to.
I gotta be selective.
Let's see. Oh, Robert Wolkowitz says, I missed you, Johnny, my brother. You guys are awesome. Keep up the great work as always.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that, Rob. Thank you, Bob.
And we got Bob on there. Just want to give everybody an update. A couple weeks ago, we said we had a family member was injured in the military for Mr. Wolkowitz, which was his brother. He unfortunately was caught up in the explosion there at the airport in Afghanistan. Lost both his legs, but he is in good spirits. He's ready to get some fake legs put on and go back and kick ass, is what Bob said.
Now he'll be able to chase Pops around.
Yeah, there you go. And then he's going to be
in a marathon soon enough.
Yeah, he'll be transferred to Walter Reed here in a couple weeks, so he'll be back here in the States. So at least he's alive, and so we're glad to see that and hear that news out of that whole mess. But the Wolkowitz family also lost a family member this week also. So go ahead and keep them in your prayers and thoughts there too, guys.
Always in the thoughts and prayers.
Bro. Yeah. So what's new with you, Johnny? Other than being broke down, what are you up to?
Not a lot. I got told that I couldn't be a chalupa bender in California, so I have to stay out of trouble. So I just,
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Right?
There's nobody on your truck to keep you in line.
I know. I've got it all to myself.
Christopher
If I was by
Durham.
myself out there, I would be in so much trouble.
Christopher Durham says, "Howdy, Johnny Rogers. Did Maxine take another shit on you?"
No. The airbag, it had a small pinhole in it, and I'd been trying to limp it by as long as I could, and I was going to try and make it work until I got home. But coming across the grapevine, it was so rough that it finally just put a big hole in it about the size of my thumb. So I had to change it out, and it was the original airbag since the truck was brand new.
That's a hell of a deal because you got like 900,000 plus on there, huh?
Yeah, I'm 3,000 miles shy of 1 million. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, the bolts that hold the 2 bolts that go in the top of the airbag and the one that goes in the bottom, they were almost rusted through. They had been in there for so long. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah. Lori Leach says, "Hi, Johnny. We miss you a bunch. Where are you right now, actually?"
Have you ever heard of the state of confusion? Well, I'm in between that state. Most of you who drive truck for a living will understand what state I'm talking about. No, I am actually in California. Right now I'm on the 5, just on the north side of the Grapevine, just outside of LA at the Petro. So that is where I am at right now. Yeah? It's a good little place.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got going on in comments. Now, to the viewers out there, we're learning. This is our 3rd show, so we're going to start trying to get to. If we can't get to all your comments and stuff, we apologize. There's only just so much time we have, and we're going to try to get to as many of your comments as we can and your questions on the topics we're talking about and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
we're going to try it.
We're like a bunch of 3-year-olds, so we apologize, folks.
3.5.
3. Oh,
I'm
you're
sorry, Larry. Yeah, I forgot. You're 3.5. I'm 3, and Pat is 2 3/4. I forgot.
Yeah, something like that.
He's the young one of the group.
When you're that age, you got to throw in that half.
Yeah, there you go. The half. So, Larry, how did your procedure going? Got a couple questions on that. How'd you proceed?
I survived it. I did wake up from the anesthesia, but it's still hitting me hard. I pretty much slept all day. Woke up just in time to jump in the shower and hop on here. Got my energy drink, so it's helping a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you, when I had my colonoscopy, they did not knock me out for it. I mean, I was 17 years old. I had to go in.
So did you enjoy it?
You had to drink all that crap, to clean you out, And you said, lay on your side. Okay. You said, you want to watch it? I said, well, that's going to be kind of hard. He said, no, we'll have it on the TV. I'm like, I really don't want to look at the inside of my butthole.
Right.
But, and then he was trying to put it in. He's like, you need to relax. I said, dude, I'm not used to having stuff going in my butt. So
exit only.
Yeah, this is an Audi, not an innie, man. Come
on. Heck. And then
you're making me push the wrong way.
Lord. Ooh, the gas afterwards. It was painful. It was, I guess, I don't know if I could say painful. I would say more uncomfortable because they fill you full of air, And yeah, it was like, ooh. Woo.
I used to get them every 6 months, and I was asleep for every single one of them, so I don't remember a one.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm already full of hot air, and my wife says, so I don't need any more. That's just be an added bonus for me. Watch this, babe. With the covers.
Dutch oven.
Yeah. When we do that, I just start fanning her because she wears a CPAP, so fan it into the CPAP.
Oh my God, direct input right there.
Yeah.
Mr. Robert Gray has a question for all of us. He says, I have a question about dealing with depression in the truck. Let's see if we can. All right, Robert Gray, what is your question about dealing with depression in the truck? Because I know I deal with it. I'm sure you guys deal with it because, especially now because you're all by yourself there, Johnny D. So,
yeah.
After, being used to having somebody there all the time to go in by yourself, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I might be able to answer this one for him.
But yeah, you're making your way back home. You should be home next week, right?
Yeah, well, I was supposed to unload tomorrow at the San Francisco airport, and all we needed was somebody to be there just to sign the paperwork because I got to have a tow truck pull this piece of equipment off. And they were like, "No, we'd rather do it in between Monday and Friday." It's like, are you serious, guys? You don't have to do nothing but sign a piece of paperwork. So we got to wait till Monday, and then my reload is in Madera, California, which is off the 99. Which is in between Sacramento and Bakersfield, and it's oversized, going to Houston. So I picked that up either Monday or Tuesday, depending on if it's ready Monday. Then I'll get it Monday. If not, then I'll get it 6:30 in the morning, Tuesday morning. Then I got to deliver in Houston Friday at noon. So I gotta do a little bit of trucking on that one. And then if they don't have anything Friday, by the time I unload Friday at noon, I'm just dead heading home. It's only like 4 hours for me to go home. I just go home. And I'm going to go home and visit my wife and my family and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and hang out with the family for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Don Nadim says Jack misses his daddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's struggling. So is his dad. I'm struggling pretty good, too. I miss that doggy. But I think I miss my wife the most.
Yeah, but the question is, does she miss you or is she liking this whole being at home by herself?
I think she plays like she misses me, but, I think she kind of enjoys that bed to herself a little bit.
Just spreading out and sprawling.
Yeah. For me, it sucks being out here by myself because I ain't got nobody to cook my food for me now. So I actually got to do something. Just saying.
Oh, heck. Yeah. Kenneth?
Yeah, I would definitely miss Angie out there.
Augsburger says hello. Kenneth down there says
hello, Kenneth. How are you?
Hey, Kenneth.
Pam Dixon says music is a big help when feeling depressed.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, I'll tell you, thank God for satellite radio. I mean, I got sick of looking for the new station when you would go out of the signal back before they had satellite radio. Oh, God, it was a pain.
I just play music through my phone.
Books on tape. That's what I used to listen to.
Bozo or all that. Yeah. And then you would have to find a show as you're going down the road.
I started out with my first truck had a 8-track player in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so we had 8 tracks, and then we went to cassettes, and I listened to books on cassettes, and then we went to CDs, and then the phone, and now here we play music on our phone,
Or the satellite radio. We got
the satellite radio.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of the gentleman earlier that said about the depression on the truck, something that really helps out about that is there's so many things out here about the land and the different sites that you see, and if you pay attention to things and you look them up on your phone, so when you go back through there or you're going through there, you learn stuff and you can do a lot of history about the layout of where you're at and the land and what happened there. Was there Indians in that area? Was there Civil War in that area? What actually happened in there? How did the mountains get like they are? So there's a lot of things that you can actually do to occupy your mind, so you're not just thinking of all the negative thoughts of being by yourself, the wife not being out here, or God, I just want to get home. And we all want to get home, But the key thing about getting home is you want to get home safe. So if you occupy your mind with other ideas, you gotta come up with ideas to occupy the mind. And that's some of the things I do. Is I love history and stuff, and I love the geological layout of the land and how it was created and things. So, I look at a lot of stuff like that. I look at different cars, and I wonder, how is that car made, or what makes that car so special, and it's just off the wall things that get your mind to stop thinking about wanting to be home, or I'm depressed about this, or this is such a negative thing. And then pretty soon you start thinking about something else. And then that depression or what you had in your mind that was upsetting you is gone. Then you forgot what it is.
Yeah. I do that a lot. Like if I'm passing something and it's like, oh man, what is that structure? What is that building?
Right.
I'll Google it and learn about where I am right now, this second.
Right.
And yeah, I do that a lot. I love doing that.
There's a thing now on your phones. Most of them Google. Oh shit, that's my wife. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, now
no, that's not what we want to Google on the phone. No, that.
Okay. Now you guys see that little camera right there on the Google bar?
Yeah.
If you press that and you aim your camera at an item or an object, it'll take
the picture.
It'll tell the history. No, it'll tell you the history of what you're looking at, what it is.
Really?
If you don't know what a type of tree it is, you just aim it at that, press that. It'll tell you what type of tree it is, what kind of bird, anything.
Well, I might be able to do that when the wife's not driving, because I go slow enough. I can actually take pictures. Hey, Ange, love you, sweetheart.
Yeah, Ange says hi, my boys. Now earlier,
hi, my baby.
Now earlier there was a woman up here, and her name was. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I can't find it. I think her name was Brooke, and she was saying to your comments earlier, Johnny. She was saying lies, lies, lies.
I have no clue who you're talking about.
All right. Well,
is that Brooke?
Look at your finger. What's on your finger? Anything on your finger?
Nails.
No.
Fingernails.
Oh, shit. You're in the doghouse for that one, man.
Larry, I scared Larry off.
Oh, God. Larry's
scared him.
Where'd he go?
I scared him.
You back, Larry?
Am I there?
Are you here?
Yeah, you're here.
I see me.
Okay. I don't know where you went.
She, my beautiful wife wishes it was all lies. I just speak the truth about her. That's all.
Well, and Johnny D, I mean, for our audience, I'm sure she may address this tomorrow night, but what kind of, I guess we got some good medical news from your all's front on Brooke. Everything is good there, yeah?
Yeah, we lost Larry again, folks.
I don't know what's going on with Larry.
Her x-ray of her kidneys come back, and the x-ray was good. They said where they could see where they had been inflamed a little bit. Her urine test come back, and her white blood cell count was normal where it was supposed to be. Everything was good there, so we're just waiting for the blood test to come back. Oh, you're robotic, Larry. There you are.
Oh, Larry's internet sucks tonight.
Well, for once, it's not me.
I know. Oh, no, Larry. Uh-oh. Somebody needs to get high speed in the house.
Whoop, whoop. So, yeah, everything. There you go.
I think I'm the only one not it.
Oh.
Yep.
Now Larry knows what I was going through.
Can't see any comments, so I don't know if I'm in or
Amber
not.
Lynn Fowler says, hi, Daddy.
Oh, hey, I know her. That's my daughter, I think.
Is that your daughter, you think?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
I'm back.
She's saying, hi, Daddy.
Hi, honey. That's my second to oldest daughter.
How old is she?
She's 20. You got to put me on the spot. I think she's 28 or 27.
You better get this right. She's going to kick your ass.
I have a hard time with all my kids' age. My oldest daughter is 31. I have
4 daughters, and I don't know any of their ages.
Right. You know what, Larry? I'm in the same boat as you, brother. Yeah.
And 11 grandkids, and I don't know their ages. I think one is 13. That's my oldest, so I think I remember her age because she just became a teenager.
Well, see, and I think that's why I remember my oldest daughter. She's 31. She's my oldest daughter.
Yeah.
Bill Warner says, Johnny, Brooke's going to force feed you spam. Stay on the road.
Oh, she ain't big enough. She ain't big enough force feed me spam.
And when it comes to spam, it'll have to be force fed.
Yeah, ask her about when we first met. You know, I was laying on the bed on my stomach, and she come over and jumped on my back. You know, like body slammed me on my back, and I told her, I said, "No, you keep that up. I'm gonna throw you on the floor." She was like, "You ain't gonna throw me on the floor." So where'd she end up? I put her on the floor. So she gets up, and now she's mad, and she jumps. She like splashed on my back. I told her, I said, "I'm gonna put you on the floor." I put her on the floor. The third time she did it, I did 3 push-ups with her on my back and then threw her on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Amberlynn Fowler says 29.
29. 29. I was close, only by 2 years. My kids are growing too fast. So I want to make them younger in what they are.
Yeah, I know. I've got one. What is she? 20. Let's see. Hunter's 23, so that makes her 26. Yeah, she's 2 years older than Hunter. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 20. Yes. No. 25. No. 26. Yeah, she's 26. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
31-year-old, a 29-year-old, a 23-year-old, and one that's another boy that's getting ready to turn 24.
How many grandchildren?
I only got one so far.
So far.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm lucky that I remember everybody's names, let alone their ages.
What is your name, Larry?
Yeah, I have a hard time remembering my name.
Just pull out your belt. You'll see it on the back, I promise.
I just go like this. Oh, yeah, Raider.
Oh, Jesus.
Larry, you're lucky I'm sitting under this camera that's looking down at me. Murder is illegal, you know.
And we're truckers. We know how to hide the bodies.
Oh, shit. Right. Brian Jackson says, ask Johnny about his duck calls.
Oh, yeah. My wife hates my duck calls, guys. She hates them. She hates him. Brian, I love him to death. He gave me a custom one, that was made. They're both, handmade, beautiful duck calls. I love them to death, but my wife don't like them at all. Yeah. So I got them hanging next to my side of the bed. When I go home.
Oh, jeez.
You have any out there with you?
No, I don't have my duck calls out. I should have brought them out with me. I'm going to bring them out next time so I can practice. I'm a little rusty, but I'm still pretty good. I can hold my own. So I'll bring them out and start practicing. Grab the mic and key it up and blow the duck call.
Well, I guess, guys, that good time as any. Let's get on to our subject. But before we do that, we got to go to a quick commercial break. Brought to you by the Safety Divas.
Hey, we know them.
Visit Trucker Safety Divas. Find us on Facebook. We're an all-women's live trucking show hosted every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central. Hosted by your host, Angela Baum, who is a FedEx truck driver and creator of Trucker Safety Divas, Angela Clark, a flatbed truck driver from Miami, Florida, and our third host, Brooklyn Rogers, a truck driver out of Texas. Join us every Saturday night, 7 p.m. for trucker safety info and all kinds of information.
All right, and we're back. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we got one big one here, big question for Wolkowitz. I have a question to you guys. What makes you a great partner and husband being around each other's 24 hours a day, and what do you do to show how you appreciate them when you are at home?
I learned the 2 most important words. Yes, dear. That keeps the household very comfortable.
See, and I
haven't learned to keep my mouth shut though. That's what the next thing I gotta learn.
I just learned to nod. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, dear. gesture.
You know, Bob, what I've learned is when I go home, you know, because of, you know, my wife can't drive a whole lot. You know, she, her back gets sore, so you know she does the best that she can, and I will give her the utmost credit for what she does. But when I go home, I try to cook for her, or you know, try to do the dishes, or help her do dishes, or throw in laundry, help her with the house chores, you know, and try to take her out and you know on a nice date and just show her that I appreciate her, you know, and appreciate everything that she does for me. Like when I get home, we're gonna go out on a couple of date nights, and that's just to show her, you know, that I do care and I do love her, and I do love that she's at the home front, you know, keeping the fires burning for me, and you know, making sure that that's there for when I come home, you know, and I show her, you know, the same respect that she shows me. And that's the key thing, is showing your wife the same respect that she shows you, you know, and going above and beyond.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do tonight. I got some steaks. I'm going to, as soon as the show's over, I'm going to grill them up, and got some asparagus going, and that'll be my job for tonight, is to make her a nice, lovely dinner, and probably throw in some candles and try to make it nice and romantic for her.
There you go.
Well, see, you know, I just stand in my wife's way when we're home. That's appreciation enough.
Yeah, I've already done 3 loads of laundry, so I do the laundry.
I don't go in the kitchen. You know, that's a big no-no. The only time I'm allowed in that kitchen is when she wants me to make her grilled cheese, because she loves my grilled cheese. Other than that, stay out of her way and let her do her thing, and you know, she loves it.
And we're on the truck. She's the cook. When we're home, I'm the cook. She coming home is when she gets her break.
Yeah, and you know that's funny. Me and the wife, we love to cook together. So when we come home, we love to cook together, because we've taken a lot of our recipes and conformed them into one, you know, and made something that's just totally phenomenal, you know. Like I make homemade spaghetti sauce, and my wife has taken part of her ingredients and put with my homemade spaghetti sauce, and it's phenomenal, you know.
That's a great idea. Teamwork makes the dream work.
There you go, Larry.
See, Larry, that's what Angela says. That's why I love him.
When I'm not saying anything bad, I'm good.
Right, that's because he's got to go to bed tonight, and he sleeps in the same bed with her.
Yeah, we know that he gets put in the doghouse a lot.
I just hope I can sleep tonight. I slept all day. Oh my God.
He's going to be up all night.
Probably. I'm usually used to being up all night anyway, so this might be the thing.
Right.
Well, guys, I guess the subject that we were advertising was, you know, in this industry, how bad do us drivers get screwed over? And I guess, you know, I can probably go from the truck stop standpoint, and then I guess, Larry, you can go from a company driver standpoint, and Johnny, you can follow it up with the owner-operator standpoint. I mean, I'm a lease operator, so I guess I could do that part myself. And, you know, and I'll tell you.
I can't really say anything bad about companies, though.
Well,
I haven't experienced it.
Well,
I've been pretty fortunate.
I mean, from my end, just on the lease purchase program, I mean, you know, like our company, when I first got with them, they gave us the fuel surcharge. They don't do that anymore. They took that away, especially now with fuel prices going up. But, you know, we're doing him a favor by only being allowed to fuel up at Pilot Flying J's, which before we fuel up anywhere, now we can't get the cheaper fuel, so we're getting screwed there. Paying in on a warranty that, well, you know, on a brand new truck, I don't understand that.
I gotta go check on my truck. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. And you know, and then that way, you know, get screwed over that way with, you know, having to pay on a warranty through a lease. But I mean, I guess if you really sit down and think about it, crunch the numbers, in a way, it's not a bad thing, because that warranty, I guess, you know, pays for oil changes and tires. And if you break down on the road, if you have to get towed, because a lot of people don't realize that, you know, even though you might have a brand new truck, you know, and your truck breaks down and you got to get towed, they're still charging you for the tow. The warranty doesn't cover the tow, so you're kind of screwed there. And that could be hundreds of dollars, just for that. It's like $200 just for them to come out and hook up to you. So, but yeah, Larry, from a company guy, I mean, you always haven't been at the same company forever. Other companies, screwed you over one way or another.
No, not really. Except when I first started with Swift 17 years ago, the promise that they made me was wrong. They said all I need to do is go to school for 3 weeks and I could go back home. And I was actually out for almost 9 weeks before I could get back home. But other than that, it was pretty good. But I know when I was out there, the thing that kind of was screwy for me is lumpers fees. I didn't have to pay for them. The company I was with paid for the lumpers fees, but they're incredible. And if people don't know what a lumper is, it's when you go and you back into a door, you do not touch the freight. The company doesn't touch the freight. They hire somebody to unload your truck. So that company is the lumper company, and you have to pay them to unload your truck, and you have to pay them because if you go to the facility that only deals with lumpers, it's either the lumper charge and the lumper unloads you, or you do not get unloaded. And I think owner ops, they have to pay for their own lumper fees. I'm not sure.
Usually they have that worked out with the brokers. A lot of times, maybe, on Johnny's side, if he has a lumper, instead of going through, let's say, his company to get that lumper fee, they'll say go through the broker. Because a lot of times the brokers have already got that negotiated with the shipping company to pay it. So a lot of times they go through there. It's a rarity that I've heard to where the carrier actually has to pay the lumper fee and doesn't get reimbursed. But yeah, I mean,
well, when I was with Swift, we had the com checks, so I paid the lumper with the com check. So Swift was paying the lumper fee.
Oh, I mean, I've had some outrageous lumper fees. I mean, I had one that was like $1,500, and it only took them 2 hours to do it.
Yeah, and this was
$1,500.
This was like roughly about 13 years ago was the last time I actually had to deal with the lumper, and it was $550 back then.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous, these lumper fees. I just don't understand it, Yeah,
and it takes them, a half hour to unload?
Yeah. I mean, some straight pull-offs are like $75, And it's like, I mean, why are these companies hiring outside lumper services to do lumper fees when you have employees that need to be doing this? That part I don't understand. So, lumper fees is a way that, it's not really that it's more of an inconvenience to the driver to deal with the lumper fees when honestly, I believe that the lumper fees need to be taken care of before the load even gets to the destination.
All right. Hey, Johnny. Johnny, you there? You there?
Johnny?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hear us?
Sorry.
You have to deal with lumper fees?
No, I don't deal with lumper fees because I run flatbed, and the freight that we pull, I do my own loading and unloading, and if I'm not unloading it, we pay for wreckers, so like a roll off, because sometimes the vehicles that we pick up for everybody knows that we haul for Delta Airlines, so the some of the equipment we pick up doesn't run, so we have to have a roll off, pick it up to put it on the trailer because they don't have a dock or something. Like when I go to San Francisco, we pay for a big heavy wrecker to come out and use the rotator and pick the machine off, but that doesn't come out of my pocket.
I was just going to ask you that. Now, another? Go ahead.
The one thing that does come out of my pay is permits. I don't get paid for, we have to minus the permits out of our cut, so we do miss, that portion of the money. Sometimes it's okay, because some permits don't cost a lot, but sometimes it sucks.
Do you have to get a permit each load?
No.
Or will one permit follow the next load?
You have to do a permit for each and every, We never deal with uppers. Oh, I was reading what my wife put. So each load we have permits depending on what states you go through. You know, like coming out here, I went from Hernando, Mississippi, all the way out here to LAX. So I had Mississippi permit, Texas permit, Oklahoma permit, New Mexico permit, Arizona permit, California permit, you know. So I had all those permits, you know, and you got, you pay for all those so that you can travel, you know, and you got, so it makes it a little rough because you got to make sure that your permit's right. Otherwise it's, you know, it's canceled and then you got to reorder one. So that costs you more money. And, you know, so in the long run, you know, that's where we spend our money, and that's where it makes it kind of rough, you know, pulling oversized, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. To me, it's worth it.
Right.
And I had another thing. I don't know if you guys deal with it. We don't deal with it, but if you're like 10, 15 minutes late for a load, you get a late fees or late fines. You get fined for that.
Yeah,
you guys get fined, Pat?
Yeah, because we're being on the freight side of the whole industry. Yeah, it can get ridiculous. I think we touched on this before, but you know, it's kind of, and I don't understand it, because if you're late by 5, 10, 15 minutes, they're going to fine you a ridiculous amount of money, and then they want you to reschedule, but you can be on time and they can be an hour too late, and oh well.
It's okay. Yeah. And it's okay. I've never understood that concept.
You know, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Brian Jackson wanted me to tell you he appreciates the little duck that you gave him. He turned it into a necklace. Thank you so much.
Not to get off topic real quick, but the duck that he's talking about, folks, is you know, you've heard of the show Convoy where they had the rubber duck, you know, the front truck. Well, I used to have a little the duck that was sitting on his hood. I had a miniature duck that was a keychain, and I've carried it on my key forever and a day. And when we met Brian, he was a big fan of ours, and I wanted to give him something, so I gave him my duck. Yeah. So
that was nice.
He got my rubber duck.
Something personal and something that meant something to you. That was very nice. Yeah. That was very nice of you.
Facebook user, don't know who it is, especially when the company that you are delivering to has ordered this stuff. So why do you have to pay to have it unloaded? Well, and that's true. And I've never understood that. You know, why are we paying a lumper for your stuff that's on our truck?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I never understood it either.
You know?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Yeah.
No.
It never did to me either.
No. I'm going to put this up here.
I'm surprised there's still lumpers out there.
All right. Well, I'm going to put this up here because this woman is a really sweet woman, you know, and really nice. Rita Odell. Good Friday evening to all of you. Good to hear all of you. As I believe it or not, I do understand that we are discussing by learning from my Johnny teaching me so much when I rode with him. So her Johnny was a truck driver. I love this, and I miss some of what you guys are talking about. Good job, guys. Appreciate all of you for your gift of knowing all about trucking as you know it. It's a gift, and love y'all. Thanks for letting me travel with y'all. God bless y'all on every run you make.
Rita,
thank you, Rita. We love you.
Rita, we love you to death. Like I told you, you know, I share the same name as your Johnny, so
do I. My middle name's John also.
Yeah. So here's to Johnny, and you know, keeping his name going and riding with him.
Yep, to Johnny. Let's take a drink to Johnny. All right. Cool. All right, Larry. Dear God. I said a drink, not a whole can.
Hey.
Yeah,
that was a sip.
Had you acting like a camel, dude. Holy cow.
Oh, hell.
Every day is hump day.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus. Don't I wish.
You know, the difference between a company driver and somebody that does a lease and an owner operator is like the difference in fuel. So Larry doesn't have to pay for fuel. He fuel wherever he wants. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Right.
On the other hand, you pay for fuel because it comes out of your price. So you see that and deal of it, but your discount is totally different than our discount.
Right. You actually get the discount that the company gets.
When we get a discount, we get a good discount with the fuel, but then in the same sense, it also hurts us, when we go to places where it's really high, like tonight. I just had to fill up, and I ran my tanks till they were bone dry. I put in like $700 worth of fuel today.
Yeah.
California,
ridiculous.
Yeah. And that hurts us. That hurts me bad.
We always tried to fill up before we got to California.
Well, and I did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you're running heavy too, and then having to run up over Grapevine and all that.
Oh, the Grapevine must have drained you.
Well, see, coming in on 40, you have all those hills coming in on 40. So, and the other day, yesterday, when I was coming in across 40, it was 106 degrees.
That's
crossed over to California. Too. So, you come out of Lake Mead there, you come across the border after you cross the river, and you got that uphill climb. And, I was climbing that hill at 22 mile an hour, just to keep the truck cool and try to keep everything, running decent. And it just sucks my fuel.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So you guys, like you, Pat, you kind of benefit because you've got more of a fuel efficient truck than I do.
Right.
More aerodynamic. But our new one is going to be. We're just waiting. We're waiting.
You're going to love it. I mean, I had an 860, and you're going to love it.
What's the deadline on that one, or the due date? When's the date you're getting it roughly?
August, September, October, November. I think it's in November. What month are we in now?
September.
Yeah, November. So we got another basically 2 months. So about the middle of November.
It'll be your Thanksgiving present.
Yeah. So that's
Nice.
what me and the wife want to do. We want to go pick it up and then go home for Thanksgiving and stay home for a while and pack the truck, get everything put in, and then take off.
Nice.
But
it's really fun organizing a brand new truck.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, another way that drivers get kind of a shaft out here is food. Trying to find food, being stuck at a warehouse, and there's nothing around this warehouse because you're in an industrial area, and you sit there for 24 hours because they decided oh well, we've got all these docks open, but we don't have room for you to back in yet, so you're gonna have to wait. So now you sit there and wait, and if you're lucky, a catering truck runs up. If not, now you're trying to figure out how to get food. Because you don't want to leave to lose your place in line. Yeah. So
and there's not too many places that deliver to a truck.
No. So it kind of it sucks, because now you're sitting there going, well, shit, how do I get something to eat, or how do I get dinner because I got to sit here all night, And,
right. Oh yeah.
So
well, I will say what I have found out is DoorDash, Grubhub, they will deliver to trucks. And try DoorDash or Grubhub.
But you have to have a physical address, though. You can't.
Right, but the truck stop is a physical address, or where you're delivering is a physical address.
And that's true.
Put in the descriptions, white semi next to building, or white semi, let's say WFX or FedEx semi, or step deck.
Yeah,
and
we do.
We
have done that. We have done that a lot, but we've also came across places that will not do it.
Right.
But we had it delivered when we did our COVID test. We were parked in the back parking lot, and they delivered it to us.
Right.
But if we're parked on the street and we do not have a physical address, then they will not deliver it.
See,
we're waiting for a load.
See,
but it's only happened a couple times. Yeah.
I always carry enough food. I don't have to worry about it usually, but I learned my lesson the hard way. Back in the day, we didn't have the microwaves in the trucks and the inverters, so we weren't able to cook our food, except for putting it on the turbo. I had hobo meals a lot,
Chicken manifold chicken. Yeah. But we deliver when we're like in the mood for a pizza or Chinese or something like that we don't have on our truck. and we're at a place where it will get delivered.
What did she say? She said, "Thank you guys."
Yep. She was saying, "Thank you guys." Let me get back up to it. There we go. She said, "Thank you guys so much. All of you made my day." So, see, that's nice.
That is our goal.
Yeah,
that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Here's another one for Johnny, for Miss Rita. We all here in the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, drink for Johnny, and he is laughing his ass off in heaven. God bless. Every viewer is awesome. Yeah, she's a good woman,
Yes.
So let's see here. Kathy Hilton said, "Yeah, my husband had an appointment last night at 7 p.m. to pick up and left at 6:30 this morning. He was furious." Oh yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. And these stupid, these damn shippers, they say, "Oh well, that's not our fault, so we're not paying the lumper. We're not paying a detention fee." Or like my company's used to just pay the detention fee. Now they're at the point, if they don't get paid detention fee, they're not paying you. But the whole thing about it is, how do you really know that they're not getting paid that detention fee? Because I haven't heard too many companies not getting paid that detention fee.
And how do you know that they actually pay you part of that detention fee?
Yeah,
we get paid detention fee because for an example, not being able to deliver till Monday. So we're talking detention, and because I have to sit and wait on it, and some companies I question, do the drivers actually get it?
Right.
Because you never see, I've worked, a reefer for a while, and when the detention would come into play, you would never see it on your check stub, So where is that detention pay that you owe me?
Well, we used to see it all the time on our side, and then kind of like after COVID started slowing down, it just not there anymore. And when you try to call them up, they want to play the shell game of, you need to talk to this person. You need to talk to that person. Well, that person knows. Well, I don't know why they sent you to me. Talk to them, and it gets to the point where you just say, screw it.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't want to deal with it. I got a big one here, another one from Miss Rita, guys. Guys, my Johnny drove a red and white Mac with a lighted cross on the grill. He drove for 15 years from Allen Canning Company in Salem Springs, Arkansas, where he lived for 23 years. But he drove for over 30 years without a chargeable accident and over 3 million miles. Wow, that's a pretty big deal right
Nice.
there.
That's awesome.
I mean, you don't hear
that is way cool.
3 million miles.
Yeah.
Proud of what he accomplished in those years and what I got to see out of his windshield. Like I do your windshields, good memories for sure. Well, that's pretty awesome. You don't hear many 3,000 or 3 million accident-free milers out there.
No.
It's just, that kind of stuff just doesn't happen. Let's see.
And Rita, I'm glad we could be there for you.
Let's see.
That's the things that make my heart feel good.
I was blessed this past week. Oh, Dawn's talking about how she got to meet us. I was blessed.
That was an incredible day. I absolutely loved that.
Yeah, now I can call my friends.
It was just you guys that she met. I don't see what's so important about it.
Well, you know what? While my wife was eating those chocolate chip muffins, she loved every bit of it and wasn't thinking one thought about you, Johnny.
Right, everybody I see Lange and Larry and Angela and Larry and everybody meeting you guys, but no, do we ever get to meet any of you? No, I guess we're not good enough for you guys. I get it. It's all right.
The funny part about it is you've known them longer than you've known Heather and I, and you've already met us.
Right. Right. Yeah. What you got to say about that, Larry?
We're just saving the best for last, Johnny.
There you go.
No, but it was really nice meeting Dawn and her husband Bill. And really nice people.
I think it was awesome. Yeah, that was way awesome.
Yeah, really nice people, and she got our doggies treats. Yeah, we got really good viewers.
And I definitely loved Dawn's muffins. They were so good. Oh my god! I think Angie snuck a couple in before I ate them all.
Yeah, and my wife says they were delicious.
Yeah, I see that.
And then we also got candy corn, which I absolutely love. They were like one of my favorites, and Tootsie Rolls, which is Angie's favorites. So
I love candy
she gave
corn.
us the best of both worlds. I love those things.
Awesome.
And I devoured them in a minute.
So
right.
what Larry's saying, he was doing this now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, it was like this.
All right, guys, let's do this real quick. Here we go for another commercial break. See ya in 2 and 2? There you go.
We encourage you to stop by Facebook to visit our new trucking platform called Trucking Life, where you can see the real lives of real truckers over the road, like Larry and Angela Baum and their dogs, Bandit and Gizmo. And don't forget to like their page on Facebook called Married to the Road and follow their adventures. We also have Pat and Heather, a married couple who live over the road with their adorable dog Tinkerbell. Be sure to follow Pat and Heather's page, The Misadventures of Pat and Heather. These two are one wacky couple and will definitely keep you in stitches. Our next couple is Brook and Johnny, a flatbed couple from Texas, and their 2 dogs. Don't forget to follow their page on Facebook, Living Loving Trucking, and follow all their adventures on Trucking Life as they live over the road. Our newest set of streamers to join Trucking Life is going to be Lori and James Underwood, another married couple who live over the road with their 2 dogs as well, and their 2 zany puppets who are always getting in trouble. Don't forget to visit us at Trucking Life.
I like the puppets.
Bobo.
Fucking Bobo.
That's funny.
That damn Bobo.
Oh my gosh. That was a good commercial. I like that.
I like that commercial. I haven't seen that one yet. Angie must have just made that.
That was a new one, everybody. And we got one more new one coming up.
You know, we got some rock stars as women. All of us are married to some really strong ladies. I got to give them all a big shout out. You know, very strong, very impressive. You know, they're behind the scenes for us men, you know, helping us put our page together, along with doing their, you know, trucking divas and their own page and their own things. So, you know, I think I speak for us 3, you know, ladies. We can't give you guys enough thanks for having our backs on this and helping us out with our stream, you know, and making sure that things go good. So, you know, we really do appreciate it, guys. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
They are by far the star of the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They keep us in line sometimes.
But unless you know they're not
to keep me in line.
You know, speaking of keeping in line, you know, it's that's what it seems like, you know, anymore nowadays with the trucking industries. Everywhere you go, you know, it's hurry up and just sit and wait, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse. You know, you go to these different shippers and it's a line, it's a waiting game, you know, and you don't make money that way. You know, and that's what hurts you in the long run. You know, as being a company driver, you get paid by the mile. You know, some people get paid by the mile. If you have to sit and wait for 24 hours because they don't want your product, then you're not making any money. So you just wasted all that time. You know, and I think that kind of screws a driver, having to sit there and wait all that time and not get paid for it. You know.
Well, and you know,
if those wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning.
Well, yeah, and the thing about it is the government is looking at this whole thing wrong too. They're going after the driver and regulating them when they need to go after the shippers and receivers.
Yes, because they're the ones that set the appointment. Nope,
they won't touch.
We don't set the appointment; they set the appointments. And if we don't abide by that appointment or don't make that appointment, well, then we got, like you said, we got to make a different appointment. And then you get fined for being late to the appointment. And then your company is like, hey, why were you late? Well, we can't be late. So then you get in trouble by your company, because you were late because you couldn't make that appointment. You didn't have enough time on your books, and how is that fair to the driver? The driver is trying to do his job to the best of his capabilities. Don't set him up to fail.
Yeah, and they don't give a shit about.
That's a big one right there.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about weather. They don't care that you broke down or had a flat tire. They don't care about traffic. They just want their stuff there when they said they wanted it there. They don't care what your excuse is. But when it comes to them, hey, they can have every excuse. Oh, well, nobody showed up to work, or we had a forklift.
Or shorthand, right.
We had, our computers went down. Okay, well, if our computers went down or I was sick and didn't want to drive that day, you would be upset in finding my company because we were late.
Right.
But when you're late and make us sit there for 5, 6, 7 hours after our appointment time, you don't care. You're like, oh, well. I mean, and here's another thing. I was out in Food Lion out in North Carolina. Oh, my God. And Heather's with me. Heather will know where I'm going with this one. Went to Food Lion out in North Carolina, and pulled up there, and it was for a Friday. They said, we're really backed up. Come back tomorrow. Okay, so I came back Saturday. They backed me in Saturday. And said, and opened the doors, backed me up, stuff like that. Come back Sunday. And I had already been sitting there with the doors open for about 4 hours. They said, come back Sunday. I said, you're going to seal me up? Well, we don't do that. Well, you broke you had me break the seal and back in. Well, we didn't take anything off. Well, I pull up and I look. Sure enough, they took a couple pallets off and stuck them back on, because they put them in the wrong way, because I could see how they, were loaded with the stickers facing out. Well, now they were facing in. So I came back Sunday. I got there Sunday. They said, come back Monday. And then I come back Monday, but they were paying no detention for all those days.
See, and if you're an owner-operator, that 4 hours you sat in the door, if you had a reefer, your reefer is running continuous because it's trying to keep it cold. So now that's money that's being just taken out of your pocket right there. And, and as a owner-operator, that's money I can't afford. I can't afford to just sit and let my reefer run like that and waste that kind of fuel.
No. Yeah, see, there's her comment. That was a fun weekend because we sat at that pilot with the McDonald's there on the 16 there in South Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we sat there. Oh God, that was no fun.
You put yourself up a mailbox and got the lawnmower out because you took roots.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we literally sat in that same spot for all those days, and it was just like, oh God, I hate reefer division.
Well, I got a question for the viewers. How do I word it? What do you guys, when you guys pass a truck out here on the freeway, or you go by these docks and on the freeway and you see all these trucks in these warehouses, what do you think? What do you think's going on there as just the general public? How do you feel about seeing those trucks just sitting there waiting in those doors? Does it ever make you guys wonder what really is going on? What goes on in your guys' mind? Do you even think about it or look at it and question it?
Yeah. They don't, and that's the thing, they don't look at what it takes or to get to the store. They just know it's at their store and that's all they're worried about so that they can buy it. They don't look at what it took to get there or what the shipper had to deal with, what the carrier, what the receiver, it's there. And that's, and and the thing about it is during COVID, they were all, we love the truck driver. Yeah. All right. Well, now that COVID's starting to, everybody's starting to open up again. Now it's back to the attitude of, oh, that damn truck's in my way again. They're always in our way. Get out of our way. F you, they'll cut us off. It's like, Yeah, so easily you forget. Kind of like 9/11, how easily the Americans forget.
Right. And and like I say, we have a job because we have people that are consumers that consume the product that we haul. And what everybody needs to understand is, we may haul that product, they may consume it, but if they don't consume it, we don't have the product to haul. We don't have a job. They don't have a product to consume. So we both have to work together. It's actually a combined effort right there, because you have to give and take on both sides. But I think on both sides, I think there's a lot of miscommunication of how it should be done, what should be done. Is this driver getting what he deserves for driving that truck? Is this customer getting what he deserves for product wise? And there's so many what ifs about the industry nowadays, about the product. And is it good product? Is the driver safely getting it there? Is the driver comfortable with sitting in the dock? Was the product loaded at the right temperature? Especially with your frozen or your produce. There's so many different things that are just unknown anymore. And I think that people in general, all of us just need to sit back and take a step back and realize that we all got to work together at this. It's not just one-sided here. We all got to work together and make this actually work.
Yeah.
And
but unfortunately in this day and age, it's all about me.
Yep, exactly.
You're
and that's
in
what
my way. You're not there fast enough. You're I want it now, and it's
and that's what I love about our viewers. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Pat. That's what I love about our viewers, is our viewers, that we have a lot of our viewers understand, and they try to understand where we're coming from. So in return, we understand where you guys are coming from, and that's what I love about our viewers, is we're able to communicate with them back and forth, on an actual communication level.
Right. Yeah.
I love that also.
Yeah, Kathy Hilton says, I always wonder when I pass a truck or meet one, are they going to make their appointment?
Yeah, you never
You're
know.
one of the few. You're one of the few.
The other day, the other night, I barely had enough time to make it to LAX airport. I pulled into the airport and I had, like 1 minute left on my, 11 hours that I could drive, and I was done. And it's because I could only go 55 in California and Arizona, So when you got to go all the way from Arizona all the way to LAX at 55 mile an hour, let me tell you, that just wears you out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's something that people don't realize, is how much it wears you out,
and not
how
only
it fatigues.
Not only going slow, but sitting. When we have to sit all day for a load, we delivered, let's say the afternoon before. We got to wait until the next evening for the next load. We're tired. We get more tired quicker by sitting, which I know sounds crazy, than we do if we're driving.
Oh, absolutely.
And Brooke says shows like this help educate the consumer and bridge that gap. Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do with this whole thing.
That's what we're trying.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
I would much rather drive for 8 hours than sit for 8 hours.
When you sit for 8 hours,
I'm more tired. Oh man.
Yeah.
It is tiring.
Because you're just sitting there doing nothing, staring out the windshield. At least when you're driving, your mind is physically scanning the horizon. You're looking at your gauges. You're looking in your mirrors. You're paying attention as far ahead as you can. And you're thinking, okay, when I get to my appointment, I need to, stop here and fuel, and then we got to make it to here, So, and that's where the last show, where trip planning comes into play, along with this, and so it keeps your mind occupied, so you don't get so bored sitting. Because sitting, you look at one thing. What do most of us do when we sit? We grab our phones.
We're bored.
That's what we
play
do.
My
we
game.
play because we are so bored. What does boredom do? Creates tiredness. Anytime somebody gets bored, they want to go take a nap. It makes you. And when you go take a nap, I don't know about you guys, but if I go take a nap in the middle of the day because I'm having to sit there and wait, it makes me even tireder.
Right.
Yeah.
If I take like a half-hour cat nap, I'm fine. if I sleep for about an hour and wake up, I'm more tired when I wake up than I was when I went to sleep.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
There's a big comment on there.
Yep. I used to work in lettuce and cantaloupe with my dad. The consumers do not understand how many people have touched the product to get it to the stores for them to purchase it, and how long it takes to get it to the stores. That's
so true, Don. So true.
So true.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. And they don't care. That's the whole thing. They don't care.
Right.
No.
They just
as long
want
as it's on their table, that's
they
what they
want it there. Yeah. Absolutely.
You got guys that go to Yuma, Arizona in the wintertime. People don't understand when it's winter out west, or it's everybody goes to Yuma, Arizona to get their produce.
Right.
And that's where the produce comes out of. And it comes out across the border in Texas. And a lot of those guys sit there for days on end waiting for the produce to cross the border and go through all the checks and the proper channels just to get across the border so that they can load it on another truck to take it to a store here in the States.
Right.
And you might have a driver that waits for 2 or 3 days waiting for that one load, but like you said, guys, then the consumer's like, well, where's my product? And
right.
Hey, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it.
Nope. Here's a question from Mike Robbins. Have you ever taken a load back to the shipper?
Oh yeah. I've taken a load, picked up a load, and took off with it, and went back and told them, you know what, this is too heavy. I can't scale it. Well, you have to take this much. Well, then take it off my truck. I cannot legal it. It is not. You show 43,000 on the bill, and this is. Showing, the scale ticket's showing 48,000. So obviously you tried to sneak more product on there than what is supposed to be there. Yeah. And I've made them unload the whole truck. They don't like it too.
Now, have you guys ever gotten all the way to a receiver and they rejected the load and you had to take it back? I know I have, being in reefer. I mean, I've even taken as much as 5 cases, just 5 cases, all the way back from California to Arkansas.
Yep. I've taken stuff back.
But the customer wanted it back.
Yep. Wanted it back. Okay, I'm clear out here in California. You want me to bring it all the way back to you? Go donate it. Go donate it to a homeless shelter. Go donate it to a church, a school. Yep. I used to do it all the time.
Coffee cakes and Danishes and stuff like that. And there was one place up there in Sacramento, and they probably got like 2 pallets of stuff, and they were so grateful, because these soup kitchens and stuff, they don't have enough food for the homeless out there. Regardless of what you feel about the homeless, it makes them feel like they're not, helping out when they don't have enough food to feed somebody who's hungry.
Right. Yes, sir. I totally agree.
I think this is a good question. You just explained why it's hard to get fruits and other stuffs. You know what? I want to bring this up real quick. And you know what? I'm going to bring this up real quick right after this last commercial.
Treat a Trucker campaign is something that Larry and Angela Baum started a year and a half ago during the COVID crisis, when truck drivers couldn't find open places to eat. Sadly, a poll just released yesterday said 78% of truck drivers are again facing the same dilemma. This time it is due to staff shortages due to COVID. Please visit us on Facebook at Treat a Trucker and gift a free meal to a truck driver today. Say thank you for supplying America with a free meal. Again, visit us on Facebook at Treat a Trucker.
All right, Treat a Trucker. Well, now that we're on that subject, we're going to do this real quick. There is a viewer of ours out there named Joanne Mills. She has been a truck driver for many, many years, and she had a disability and hasn't been driving for 12 years. She's just getting back into the whole, industry again. Just got her permit again after, I think it was 12 years. And
awesome.
Just got hired by Schneider. So on the 27th, she's heading out to Schneider for 2.5 weeks for training and orientation, and then a week and a half with a trainer, and then she will have her own truck.
Congratulations!
So,
awesome! We are so proud of you.
Joanne Mills, on behalf of Trita Trucker, Angie, and the whole gang, we would like to give you this $50 Walmart card to help you out in your journey back into the trucking industry. So make sure to reach out to us and give us your information. We'll get this out to you before you leave there on the 27th. So, there you go, Joanne. Hopefully it'll come in handy while you're starting your journey back in the industry.
I wish you lots of luck. Lots of luck.
It's our way to say welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now, what I wanted to bring up real quick, and we'll probably end the show on this, is we need to address this whole thing about food shortages going on, driver shortages going on, stuff like that, because, that is a big falsehood being portrayed by the media and, unfortunately, the U.S. government. Because the CEO of OIDA came out, and I don't actually have the article in front of me, and I should have got that up, but he said it's a falsehood. It's phony. There is not a driver shortage. What it is that there is a driver retention problem in this industry. Too many companies are mistreating drivers, and drivers are, especially the new ones that are coming, new generation, are not putting up with it the way we put up with it, for all these years being in this industry. And drivers are leaving, and that is one of the biggest problems out there, is that these companies they just mistreat us and lie to us, and they just want to keep going from company to company, and that's one of the biggest problems. So it's not a driver shortage, it's a driver retention problem. Now, when it comes to the food, there's no food shortage, there's no toilet paper shortage like everybody thought when COVID first hit. Because I can tell you right now, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, there was a full warehouse of toilet paper. They had more than enough. It was a distribution issue, because you would go to your local Walmart, you wouldn't see the food, you wouldn't see the toilet paper. All of a sudden, everybody went into mass panic. The problem was that it was a distribution issue. They're used to only getting a truck once a day. And Walmart couldn't cope with the demand to get it to the stores as fast, so that they could get the stores restocked. So, when you hear this, driver shortage, food shortage, stuff like that, it's not true. And don't listen to the hype. Stay calm. The food's there. There's plenty of it to go around. There's just a distribution issue going on with one thing or another, or, like the driver retention, problem. The companies, need to wake up and say, hey, okay, we've mistreated the drivers all these years. It's time we start doing something different to try to keep them.
Right.
So, what do you guys think?
I agree. I agree. I also think that some of these drivers that come in here nowadays, think that not all of them, but some of them have the idea that truck driving is just easy and it's a piece of cake, and they get in here and then they realize how hard truck driving really is, and and then they quit because it's too hard. Truck driving is a lifestyle. And it's a lifestyle that you've got to be prepared to do. Not only, is there not really a driver shortage? It's just people don't realize what it takes to do this job. And they think they can just jump into it and do it. And, they're going to make all sorts of tons of money. And, and that's where companies screw these people is, oh, yeah, we're going to give you this. We'll give you, a $10,000 sign-on bonus. We're going to give it to you over a side of, 6 months. Well, in that 6 months, that driver decides, what, this just is not for me. And he quits. Well, now he doesn't get that $10,000 sign-on bonus. Right. Because they don't give it to him. So what does that do to that driver? He's like, oh, screw that. I ain't going to go drive a truck again. I just got the shaft. So I don't believe really that there's that much of a driver shortage as there is just people, just getting the shaft and not realizing what it takes to do this job.
Right.
And you have to have the ability to adapt out here.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be able to adapt. If you want to be a strict line, it's not for you. You have to adapt every single day. You got to adapt to something different.
Yes, exactly, Larry. Every time you sit behind that wheel, there's something new. Every minute that truck is moving down the road, there's something new that happens,
Yeah.
Like last night, I was coming in on the 5, and I was just before the 105 and the 5 meets. I was on the 105. The lady was, I had to get over because I was in the wrong lane to stay on the 105. So for, I'd say, a good almost mile and a half, I had my signal light on, and a lady stayed right there in the lane next to me. She would not move, did not move. I kind of swerved a little bit to make her move. She did not move until we got right up on the exit for the 5, and then she hurried up, got around me, and cut me off to get off on the exit. Yeah. And by the time she did that,
that's my biggest pet peeve.
Right, by the time she did that, we were already coming into the exit, so I had to cut people off on the 5 just to get over, and I'm oversized.
Oh yeah.
And that stresses a lot of people out, and in return, some people just can't take that kind of stress, and they quit.
No. Cindy says, I like to know why is this companies in this batch or messing with you drivers. You're not out there busting your butt trying to make a living. Well, I think it was talks to text, so we kind of get the gist of it. They take advantage of you. That's not fair. If it wasn't for you drivers, we wouldn't have anything. God bless you. Yeah, you're right. And unfortunately, these companies don't care.
A lot of companies, I am fortunate to be an owner operator and have a good company. Larry has a good company. Unfortunately, I will say it, the company that Pat works for, isn't the best in the world. And they treat their drivers like they're just a number. A lot of these companies, you're just a number.
Yep, you're just a number.
They know you by your truck number. Our company, for an example, when we call in, we know everybody that works in the office by name, and they all know us by name, by our voice. They know our doggies. Our doggies go into the office. They play with our doggies. They have treats for our doggies. And that's what builds a company right there, is knowing your drivers, getting to know their names. Some of these companies get too big and they lose the idea and the value of the company, what the company is built on. You can have as many trucks in the world as you want, but you ain't gonna make no money if you don't have no drivers. Yep. And these companies that have gotten so big, England, Warner, Schneider, all of them, they have so many drivers waiting in line to fill that seat that they don't care. You don't want to run with chains on, because the load needs to get there. Okay, clean out your truck. We got a driver waiting.
Oh yeah,
They don't care.
That's like my company. I mean, they have 2 orientation classes a week. Each class has 15. About 15 drivers in it. Okay. And that's why I've said before, I mean, we have a turnover rate that's well over 100% because we are not that big of a company. We really are not that big of a company. I don't even think we have 1,000 trucks. So you're having 15 to 20 new drivers come in every twice a week. There's a problem, and they won't address that. And they're asking their fleet managers, well, what's the problem? You need to tell us what the problem is. Don't ask the fleet managers, ask the drivers. They'll tell you.
Right.
But
There's
you don't
a good
want to
question.
hear what they have to say. That's the whole problem. My company, they don't want to hear what we have to say. They know exactly what the problem is, but the problem is they don't care.
Right. Well, like what Don said, a lot of the new truckers think it's a fast way to, fast money. They think they're going to make fast money, and it doesn't work that way.
No,
it does not work that way. You know, everybody that is out here, you know, myself, Larry, you know, I paid my dues. I worked from the bottom all the way to where I am now. And it's hard. It's hard. And drivers don't realize that, you know, you have to put in the time, but it's just like, the key thing is, it's just like every other job. If you put in the time, you work your way up. Exactly. You're not going to go into a job and they're not going to say, oh, you know what? You're so freaking awesome. We're going to pay you $40 an hour. It doesn't work that way.
No.
It doesn't. You got to prove yourself in order to get it.
Well,
same way with out here.
Well, yeah. And I see a lot of these companies now, like the food grade company I worked for. I mean, they when I first started working for them, I think it was like 45 cents a mile. They got up to 60 cents a mile. They're starting off at 60 cents a mile, but now they're losing drivers because they're paying new drivers that are coming in 60 cents a mile when they're people that started with the company when it first started. We're getting 45 cents a mile, and they're like, wait a minute, this isn't fair. They say, well, if you don't like it, leave.
Yeah, that goes back to because they got so many drivers. You said they have so many drivers in orientation every week that they can fill their trucks. They don't care. They just don't care because you're a number. You're number 1. You're number 62. You're number 9,554. You know, and that's it. That's it.
Wolkowitz asked, "Did any of your companies do anything for Driver Appreciation Week?" And I will tell you all this: we have a new retention guy at ours, and this is the first time since this company was taken over, from what I've heard, by the son, that they gave us $30 for a dinner, for a meal, and it's like, and then a couple banners around, stuff like that. But yeah, this is the first time I have to say they did something, and something's a start. So I don't know about you guys.
Our company, they appreciate us every day, and they show us every day, you know. So it's not just Drivers Appreciation Week. They're always got hats and pins and shirts, you know, and then Christmas, and so they're always showing us, and even in between, they're just showing us because our company is small enough that they realize that it takes all of us to work together, and they just appreciate us so much. We're leased onto airline transportation specialists, and I mean they're an awesome company. You know, they treat us very well. They don't treat us like a number there. They call us up, like I said, they call us up, and they know us. We know them on a personal level too. And that's where it makes it nice. As we've gotten to know them all on a personal level, and so we're very appreciated over there every day. It's just every day. So for us, it's nice. Because it's just every day, we're always getting thank you on the phone. We appreciate what you're doing, thanks guys, so it's really nice.
And our boss is the same way. We get appreciated every single day. I mean, there's not a day go by that we don't talk. And anything we need, he gives us.
So you, Larry, you and Angie don't actually work for FedEx. Your employer is contracted with FedEx. So you're not actually directly. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Subcontractor.
So, all right. Well,
he is an amazing guy.
Yeah. And, hey, I believe fully eventually I'll find, one of those, companies out there, but they are few and far between, and that's the sad part about it. So,
yeah.
So let's see here. Well, I'm going to play these 3 wonderful commercials that were made by our wonderful Angela Baum. We'll play these and then come back and say our goodbyes, I guess. So
that'll work. Yeah, I got to go check on my truck here shortly, guys.
All right, so here we go, guys.
Visit Trucker Safety Divas. Find us on Facebook. We're an all-women's live trekking show hosted every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central. Hosted by your host, Angela Baum, who is a FedEx truck driver and creator of Trucker Safety Divas, Angela Clark, a flatbed truck driver from Miami, Florida, and our third host, Brooklyn Rogers, a truck driver out of Texas. Join us every Saturday night, 7 p.m. for trucker safety info and all kinds of information. We encourage you to stop by Facebook to visit our new trucking platform called Trucking Life, where you can see the real lives of real truckers over the road, like Larry and Angela Baum and their dogs, Bandit and Gizmo. And don't forget to like their page on Facebook called Married to the Road and follow their adventures. We also have Pat and Heather, a married couple who live over the road with their adorable dog Tinkerbell. Be sure to follow Pat and Heather's page, The Misadventures of Pat and Heather. These two are one wacky couple and will definitely keep you in stitches. Our next couple is Brook and Johnny, a flatbed couple from Texas, and their 2 dogs. Don't forget to follow their page on Facebook, Living Loving Trucking, and follow all their adventures on Trucking Life as they live over the road. Our newest set of streamers to join Trucking Life is going to be Lori and James Underwood, another married couple who live over the road with their 2 dogs as well, and their 2 zany puppets who are always getting in trouble. Don't forget to visit us at Trucking Life. Treat a Trucker campaign is something that Larry and Angela Baum started a year and a half ago during the COVID crisis, when truck drivers couldn't find open places to eat. Sadly, a poll just released yesterday said 78% of truck drivers are again facing the same dilemma. This time it is due to staff shortages due to COVID. Please visit us on Facebook at Treat a Trucker and gift a free meal to a truck driver today. Say thank you for supplying America with a free meal. Again, visit us on Facebook at Treat a Trucker.
Yeah, that Treat a Trucker program, guys, is really a good thing. And I didn't even know it was out there when, it wasn't out there when I started. So, that is a really good deal out there, and I'm glad to be a part of it and associated with it.
Yeah, we started about a year and a half ago. It's Angie's baby.
Yep.
Well, I think it's awesome.
It's a great thing.
Angie's done a great job with it, and I'm proud to be a supporter of it all the way.
And I love that you guys are involved in it. It's just so awesome. The more people we can get spreading it's a germ that needs to be spread.
Right.
Yes. Yes. It's a quick, and just that little interaction, means so much to a driver that day, because that might be the only interaction he has with somebody the rest of the day, So it's really awesome.
Isn't it such a great feeling just to help somebody out and the look on their face, the appreciation that they give? I just love that feeling.
Yeah, once they get past the look of, okay, what is this guy trying to sell me?
Yeah, once they figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So we got one more thing before we say goodbye. We had a lot of comments, and Angie put down everybody's name that commented and put it on a wheel.
Oh.
So we have a $50 Amazon gift card to give away for everybody that has commented today. And are we ready to spin it?
Spin it.
Yeah, spin that wheel.
Big money.
All right, let's see if I can get a good angle on
Wait a minute, I need to comment real quick.
All right.
Now go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Spin the wheel. Oh,
Yeah,
no, he was just
spin
joking.
the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Okay. Trying to get this centered.
Right there, Larry. Yeah.
Ah, bull.
Okay, let me see. Spin it.
Just spin it.
And then get it.
There we go. The lucky person is Carl James Ols. Damn, sorry. I thought it was going to be Kathy Hilton, but it wasn't. It moved. So Carl James Ols. Whatever. Carl James is the winner.
I let it stay on there a little bit so Angie can get the name. She's watching in the other room, so she'll get the name. So
nice.
So here's a comment. I can't read it. I can't see it very well.
Oh, another wonderful show with some great info. Thank you guys for taking your time to visit with us, viewers. Have a great weekend. Hugs and all from Miss Kathy Hilton.
That was Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy. We love it.
Don says, great show tonight, guys. Love y'all. And congratulations, Carl from Kathy Hilton. And Amber, yay. Amber Lynn Fowler says, yay.
and a thing about that spinning wheel, that $50 Amazon card. The girls are going to be doing it the same thing tomorrow on their show.
Yeah,
so you guys got to tune in and comment. The comments are the ones that get your name into the wheel. Yeah. So comment, and watch.
And definitely Joanne Mills, you got your $50 card coming to you. Reach out to us with your contact info. So
and congratulations on coming back to trucking.
Yes,
we missed you out here.
Very, very proud of you.
So everybody, we will see you here same time next Friday.
Carl, contact Angie.
Carl right there.
You gotta contact Angie with all your info.
Yep.
So she can send you the card. It'll be an e-card.
Well, I'm gonna say real quick so I can back out, go check on my truck. Thank you guys. I enjoyed the show.
This was a good one. I think we're getting better.
Once again, we are getting better. I could not ask for a better set of gentlemen to do a show with us like this. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate all the viewers. This wouldn't be possible, if we didn't have the viewers that we have and the fans. Thank you guys so much for, commenting and giving us feedback and, asking the questions. We look forward to many, many more times of answering your guys' question. There's never a question that can't be answered. If we can't answer it, we'll find the answer to it for you.
Absolutely.
So never be afraid to ask your questions. Once again, thank you to the fans. We really appreciate you guys. And I look forward to next week's show. And make sure you catch the Divas live tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow
absolutely.
at
7 o'clock Central.
7 o'clock Central. Yes.
7 o'clock
Make sure you tune into the Divas show.
Married to the Road, Living, Loving, Trucking, Misadventures. Tink, you want to say bye to your fans? Come here. Come here. Come here.
I just got to say to you guys, man, I love you guys.
Yeah,
love you too, Larry. Love you, Pat.
Love you guys.
And I'm loving this show, man. This is something I look forward to every Friday.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right, guys, I got to go back to work, unfortunately. I will
good luck on your truck,
later.
man. Hope everything works out for you.
See y'all.
Have a good day.
Love you guys.
Love you
Bye.
too.
Be safe out there.